Okay, let's dive right into this. We're going to tackle one of the biggest questions on pretty much everyone's mind right now. With AI moving at this absolutely incredible speed, it really feels like we are on the edge of a massive shift in just about everything.
I mean, think about it. This isn't science fiction anymore. It's really here. AI can do things we always thought were uniquely human. Things like practicing medicine, creating incredible art, writing. So it leaves us with this huge, kind of scary question. What's left for us to do? To start figuring this out, let's actually go way back to an old familiar saying. Because this simple idea, well, it might just hold the key to how we should think about this brand new world. It's all about the difference between just consuming and actually creating.
And here's where you really see that difference. Eating the fish, that's passive, right? You're just accepting what's handed to you. But fishing? Oh, that's active. That takes intelligence, you got to observe things, invent new solutions. It's harder, for sure, but the feeling you get from it, that fulfillment, it lasts.
And this is the perfect analogy for AI and technology. Playing around with a cool new AI app is fun, no doubt. It's like being given a fish. But the real, lasting power, the satisfaction that comes from being the one who makes the app, that's how you feed yourself forever in this new world.
So, what this all really boils down to is a huge shift in our mindsets. We have to go from being passive users to active makers. It's the difference between just listening to a song and actually composing one. And hey, even if your creation isn't perfect, the act of making it gives you this special kind of joy and deep understanding.
Okay, to really get this, we have to back up for a second and think about what a tool even is. A simple tool, like a hammer, is totally predictable. You know exactly what it's going to do. It doesn't just decide to hit a nail on its own. We are in complete control.
Which brings us to this really important question. We call computers tools all the time, but do they really fit that simple definition? Is a computer just a really, really complicated hammer?
And the answer is, well, it's not that simple. Because unlike a hammer, a computer can be unpredictable. It can come up with things we didn't explicitly program it to do or even see coming. It can act in ways that make it something much, much more than a simple, controllable tool.
Now, let's be super clear here. This doesn't make computers our equals. Not at all. They can mimic our behaviors, but they don't share our experience. A computer can go into sleep mode, but it has no idea what it's like to actually dream. It can run a win command in a game, but it doesn't feel that rush of victory. It's just following orders.
And this is where we get to that human spark. These are the kinds of things that, for now, really set us apart. Joking, lying, pretending, dreaming, these aren't just random actions. They're tied to something way deeper.
Exactly. These things require an inner world, a purpose, a reason, a personal story that drives us. A computer just executes code. It doesn't have a story to tell. And that's why a painting made by a human artist can feel so powerful, while an AI-generated image, even a beautiful one, might feel a little empty.
I mean, even think about something like randomness. A computer can generate random numbers, sure, but it's just following an algorithm. You could repeat it perfectly if you wanted to. Our randomness is, well, it's truly random. It's messy. It leads to mistakes, but it also leads to jokes, to art, to dreams. Our unpredictability, it's a feature, not a bug.
So, if we stop thinking about AI as some sort of competitor we have to beat, like in a game of chess, then how should we think about it? Let's try a whole new metaphor. AI isn't a competitor.
It's a tsunami, a massive, unstoppable force of nature that is changing the entire landscape. And you know what? You don't fight a tsunami.
So what do? Well, you don't try to stop it, and you definitely don't try to outrun it. The safest, and maybe the most exciting place to be, is right on top of the wave itself. You have to learn to surf. You have to move with the change.
It reminds me of that classic saying, when everything around you is in motion, standing still is the fastest way to get left behind. You have to become part of that motion.
So, the ultimate answer to that big question, what do we do, is really this simple. Be the change. Don't just react to the future that's coming, get out there and actively build it. But what does that actually look like?
This new way of thinking is all about operating on a higher level. It means instead of just making one single thing, you create the system that makes things. Instead of just having one idea, you design a process for generating great ideas. It's like you're not just playing the game anymore, you're building the game board itself.
The big takeaway here is that we kind of have to graduate. We need to move from being just the users of tools to becoming the makers of intelligent tools. We build the systems that can then go on and make and think and do things, which just amplifies our own creativity in the process.
And that really leaves us with one final question for you. As the tsunami of change keeps reshaping our entire world, the choice becomes pretty clear. Are you going to be someone who just uses the tools that other people have built? Or are you going to be the one out there, surfing the wave and becoming the change itself?